today.
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Seattle. It's a touchback, and it will come out.
Version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Second and to Dissly. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Gets there is he understands what an offense do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
23 yards, the final tally. And we see the receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 119 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown for his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Summary: 3-play drive, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kick it away, and here we go.
And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To throw is Smith. Short throw to Dissly. They'll give him 4 yards there. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them, and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The Niners at 11-2 now, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. A shotgun snap for Smith.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that one to the
clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's going to miss this. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown.
You know, everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler when he played for the 49ers, there on the stop.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now.
And as this offense makes their way back out. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's
as they take over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of twos, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to close a little too quickly, and down he went.
Now, here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
Turn was for 7, and they will take. Going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may. First 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. That would all. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now back to throw. And that is in. Remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks. defense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
Latter stages of this season, everybody's getting and get ready for the third quarter.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
To be extremely physical and force that.
Has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Myers' kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably...
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Hook up a 15 yards there, and that'll leave him. Here.
Idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline. A little bit too much, trying to get it out to
up of 16.
Down, it's Mitchell.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 40-yard line.
3rd and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Geno now to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Geno. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To the air again, Smith.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now Geno on 1st down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Smith throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker.
And he's able to get it down at the 2-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Right back to him on 1st down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Well, throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Now it's Smith. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Smith.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing again is Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for San Francisco, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.